Letting go is an act of strength. You've been told that letting go is weakness, that surrender means failure, that if you just held on longer, fought harder, resisted louder, you'd be stronger, wiser, braver. But what if that story was wrong? What if real strength doesn't look like gripping tighter, but loosening your hold? What if it lives not in resistance, but in the courage to release? We are taught to endure, to control, to map the future with unshaking certainty, to grip our dreams, our identities, our pain, as if letting go would unravel the entire world. But the truth is, you are already changing. You always have been, you always will be, and yet there is something in us that clings. We cling to the story of who we are, the smart one, the quiet one, the broken one, the one who was abandoned, the one who was always strong. But identities aren't truths, they're tools, built from fear, repetition, and survival. You are not the roles you've inherited. You are not the shape someone else gave you. And you are not the pain that sculpted you. Letting go of an identity isn't erasure, it's evolution. The version of you that existed 5 years ago was necessary, but it doesn't mean it must be eternal. You are a system, an ever-updating organism, a neural constellation shifting every second. And when you grip the past like it's permanent, you anchor yourself to a map that no longer matches the terrain. Think of the tree in autumn. It does not hold on to its leaves. Out of loyalty, it lets them fall, not because it's dying, but because it's preparing. The release is not the end, it's the signal. That winter is coming, and spring will follow. Nature understands what we forget. To hold on is easy, to let go is to trust. The hardest thing to let go of isn't objects or people. It's got control. We imagine control keeps us safe. That if we plan it all perfectly, calculate every risk, we'll avoid suffering. But suffering comes anyway, and sometimes clinging to the plan is what causes it. There is a version of you that is weighed down, not by the world, but by your grip on it, and that grip can be quiet. A conversation you replay at night, a name you can't stop checking online, a dream that no longer fits your soul, but still lives on your calendar. Letting go is not abandonment. It's not giving up. It's not failure. It's strength, because it means you're ready to walk forward without dragging yesterday behind you. It's standing in uncertainty and saying, I'll still breathe here. It's making peace with the unfinished page, the path that turned to fog, the silence after goodbye. In speculative fiction, there's a recurring theme, the idea of the protagonist caught in a loop, repeating the same timeline, the same decision, and the same mistake. The loop doesn't break. By force, it breaks. When they choose differently, that choice is the release. And then there's the emotional release. The grudge, the betrayal, the hurt that echoes like static, long after the signal is gone. We tell ourselves that anger protects us, that remembering the pain makes us wise, but really, it keeps the wound open, a loop of suffering coded into the nervous system. Letting go is not saying it was okay. It's saying, I don't want this to follow me anymore. And yes, it takes time. Letting go rarely happens in lightning strikes. It happens in whispers, in the decision not to text, not to explain, not to chase validation in places that never offered it. It's the moment you stop rehearsing. A fight no one else remembers. The moment you take the memory out of your chest and set it down gently. You are allowed to not finish the chapter. You are allowed to be rewritten. And when your hands finally loosen, they're not empty. They're open. Open to what's next, to what fits the version of you you're still becoming. There's a paradox in all of this. We are told to endure, to hold, to keep. But maybe the most radical strength in a collapsing world is to say, I don't need this anymore. The title, the trauma, the plan, the narrative. You don't need to carry everything forever. You are not required to be the same person, to be whole. So if you are gripping something tightly right now, a version of yourself, a love that's faded, a hurt that never healed, ask gently, is this still helping me grow? Or is it just familiar? Because if it's only familiar, then perhaps it's time. Time to let go. Time to return to yourself. And remember, what is meant for you will never require you to break yourself just to hold on.